Hello everyone, welcome to another video. So today we're going to be disconnecting the battery of the Interceptor. We're having the Puja break, Dussehra break, or the Dussehra break. I'm going to be away with my family for a couple of days, and I don't want the battery to be drained out by the time I return. So आज चाहिँ हामी ब्याट्रीलाई डिस्कनेक्ट गर्नेछौँ, and let me show you how I do it. I have watched a lot of YouTube videos, so I think I'm pretty qualified to do this. And let's get on with it. So the first thing that we're going to be doing is we're going to open the side panel up. Gotta remove the toolkit, put that down. We need to open this plastic tool rack. We're going to use the 10mm ratchet spanner. Okay, so I can remove this. I'm sorry, I should have opened the seat earlier. So yeah, the seat's off. We're gonna remove this and place it aside. Take the seat off. That's the battery. So this is the positive terminal, and we have to access the negative terminal as well. So we're going to be opening up the left hand side panel for that. So in order to open up the left hand side panel, we had to access the screw here. For that, I've conveniently taken a GoPro mount screw, which makes it really convenient to just open this up. I got this idea originally from a YouTuber called Srinivas Ganesh, I believe, and he uploads videos on YouTube about his Interceptor. So this is what we're going to do. We're just going to pop this out. Now that that is out, we can see this is the negative coupler, and this is the negative terminal. This is the negative terminal, and that's the positive terminal on the other side. Now, I've watched quite a few YouTube videos about how to disconnect the battery, and they all recommend that we first disconnect the negative terminal and then proceed to disconnect the positive terminal. That is to ensure that to avoid electrical shorts in the system. So since we don't want any electrical shorts, that's what we're going to do. First, we're going to take off the negative coupler. The negative coupler has been disconnected. Now, what we need to do is we need to disconnect the positive, the negative terminal first. So here we have the negative terminal out. We're just going to screw things back in. I think we're going to take some electrical tape and just cover this up so that it doesn't corrode. Now let's move back to the positive terminal. Now, in the same way, we're going to take off this rubber boot, and now we're going to get this positive terminal out. I think we're going to need something bigger than this. Right, so now that we have the terminal out, we're just going to screw that back in. Now, so now that's done, let's just check the voltage on the battery, so that we can compare it when we get back, if the voltage is the same. So if we needed to take the battery out, we would have to take this strap out, and there's a small bracket here that we would need to open in order to take the battery out. But since we're only going to be gone for a couple of days, I'm going to leave the battery in. I was just going to check the voltage first. So we're going to use a multimeter that I borrowed from my dad, from Appa, to just check the voltage. So yeah, the voltage seems to be fine. It's about 12. So yeah, the voltage is about 12.9, or yeah, it's close to 13. I think that's the right amount. So now let's just get everything back together. So here's the Interceptor with the battery disconnected. Now we're going to back the Interceptor up all the way down there, and we're going to place it there. You can see there's a sheet of tarpaulin that I've placed, on top of which the bike is going to go. The tarpaulin is just to make sure that the bike is safe from the elements, from the rain, and if there is any rain, and also from the sun, and also to make sure that the rats don't get in to and destroy the electricals. Rats have a way of chewing through wires, so that's what we're going to do. Yep, and slowly but surely. So that was easy. Now that the bike's here, we're going to pack it up and hope for the best. Let's shift this a bit way up there. Oh no, the double stand is not going to go this way, so I have to maneuver it a little this way so that I can put on the double stand. Now that the bike is here, we're just going to wipe it off a little bit, and I'm going to cover it with the bike cover, and then I'm going to put the tarpaulin back. So we disconnected the battery and put the bike safely. We're going to check back in a couple of days to see if the battery still holds charge. Hopefully it does after going through all this trouble. So we're checking back in a few days. Hello everyone. So I'm back after about a week. I had gone out with my family for a holiday. अनि मैले बाइकलाई चाहिँ यसरी प्याक गरिरहेको थिएँ. यो चाहिँ राम्रो पनि भयो किनभने there was a huge के भन्नु rainfall भनौँ न. There was this tremendous rainfall here in Darjeeling over the past few days, because of which there has been a lot of damage, and so you must have heard in the news. Ani now that I'm back, I need to get back to work from tomorrow, so I need my motorcycle. Actually, I got back yesterday, but I didn't have the energy to unpack the bike. So here we are today, and first we're going to peel off all the layers, and then we're going to connect the battery and see if the battery still holds charge. It's only been around 9 to 10 days it should be holding a charge. So let's see. Even after all that rain, the bike seems to be dry. There's a bit of condensation on the tank, probably because of the cold fuel in the tank. Abo elai kholera herume ta. Tank seems to be fine. So yeah, everything seems to be exactly the way I had left it. It's beginning to drizzle. Bit tara ab yo kaam complete garnu nai parcha. Let's take the multimeter that I borrowed from my dad. Now we're going to check whether the battery still contains some power. So here, if I just take this, yeah, so battery it's still holding power. So now that we know that the battery is fine, we just need to connect everything according to in reverse order. I mean to say, we need to connect everything in reverse order of whatever we did last time. So if I can remember that correctly, we took off the negative terminal first, and then we proceeded to connect the disconnect the positive terminal. So we are going to connect the positive terminal first and then proceed to the negative terminal. So let's see how that goes. Look, sabai cheez connect bhaisakyo hai. I've connected everything. Now this is going to be our moment of truth. So this is going to be our moment of truth. Yep. Let's see if the fuel pump primes. Yes, that's also right. Let's fire her up after a long time. So the bike's fired up after a little more than a week, and I'm very happy about it. I'm going to let her just idle for a few seconds more. It's a cold start after a long time. Then we are going to put her back together, right? And see how that works out. So the bike's up and running. So what I'm going to do now is just check the tire pressure and make sure everything's running well. I like to have around 32 psi in the front and 36 psi at the back, at the rear, as suggested by the Royal Enfield service manual. So it's right about at 32. This tire seems fine. Yeah, so we have only around 26.5 in the rear. We needed to go up to 36. So we're going to let that fill up for a while. Let's inspect the chain. chain seems to be doing fine. That's going to take a while. So the bike's up and running, which is nice. I'm going to need it to commute to work from tomorrow. खासमा त अब I don't think I needed to take off, disconnect the battery for just 10 days. I mean, I just wanted to try it out and see. And sure enough, the battery still working. It's a new battery. I just got it changed this year. And that's good news. Learned something new. And so, old Red is back. Back to making commute videos from tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Until next time.